Wolverines do yesterday? I didn't watch that game.
You ready, Mrs. McGuff?
I'm ready.
All right, people. Here we are. I'm sure many of you are very disappointed, as are Mrs. McGuff and I, but I feel like there is a silver lining to this, and it's this. We get to see you guys every day. So that's my positive that I'm really excited about, is that I get to see all of you every day that I don't normally get to see, and that makes me really happy. I know it's not the best situation, but, you know, we're making it work, and I'm about it. So, can anybody else hear me? Am I, like, doing some crazy thing again? Oh, man, I'm cutting in and out.
You're a little choppy.
Nah. Can everybody hear me now? Or
yeah. No? I think we can hear you good now.
Okay.
I think Carter and Ashanti are in the same world.
That's pretty cool.
Peace out.
So yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, you know, we're gonna just keep making it work. We'll be like this until mid-January, and then we can just hope that we'll go back. But for now, I'm kind of digging being able to see you guys, you know, when a WebEx works, and work with everybody more than I would be able to if we were still, you know, going hybrid. All right, so ELA talk, I'll be really quick. Your spelling is due next week. Your fluency, your new fluency is posted in your folder, fluency folder. That's due Friday. Some of you didn't post last week, so you can still go and do that. But Friday is your new fluency. That's due Friday. Also, you have a new health posted for Mrs. McGuff's class and my class. So that's also due Friday. I think the majority of you did your health. I think I was just missing a couple people. So remember, everyone has health. Even if you have Mrs. Cronin, even if you have Mrs. Santola, you still have health assignments to do for us, and they are on your health page. Okay. I think that's really it for me, Miss. Oh, I'm totally forgot. I'm sorry. I posted the entire day 15. It's for today and tomorrow. Just come to class, and then that way you don't really need to worry about, you know, where to cut the lesson in half. I did that because, it was just easier to do what we can in the hour and then finish up the next day, rather than try to break it up and have, you know, it not work out. So, if you don't come to your ELA lesson today, then you can do it all today. You can do it all tomorrow. You can split it up however you want, but just come to class because, you know, now we're fully remote for a really long time. So we'll just get in that habit. So that's it for me.
Oh, awesome. All right. Are you ready? Okay. And Mrs. Everett said something really cool. The live lessons are designed to teach you the lesson. And so many people come on my math and say, I already did it. You probably shouldn't already do it. You should wait for us, because I know it's frustrating to try to teach yourself. But we're teaching you on our live lessons. And that's the purpose of them, okay?
And
so
a lot...
don't come on and say, I already did it. Go ahead, Miss Hart.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, and a lot of the times when you do it before our lesson, it's not correct. So just keep that in mind.
Right, so you have to do it twice. Right, so you're making yourself do it twice for those of you who go back and fix everything, okay? So just hold off and wait till you meet with us, because that's what the meetings are for. So... we're seeing a lot of activity, which is good. We're seeing a lot of people participating who we haven't seen participate before. And even Miss Brown was saying, I have some new friends joining and she's so happy. So thank you for stepping up to the plate and doing what you need to do. Okay? All of this is in place to help you and teach you. Okay? We do not want you to feel frustrated or alone. We are here for you. Class Link is back up and running. I know I've been locked out since Thursday. Some people were not locked out at all, and some people still couldn't get on last night. So thank you for your patience, but you should be able to get on today. And I don't know why some people were able to play first in math when all I got with this wizard saying, oops, try again. So on Saturday and Friday, Mackenzie was player of the day in my homeroom. On Friday, Alexa Redmond in Miss Urrett's homeroom. And on Sunday, Isabella Albright in my homeroom. So way to go for people who were persistent. Carter was trying all weekend to get on to do some work. So thank you for trying and being persistent. But sometimes these things happen, and we should be fixed today. So for math, you need to come with your home link and your math journal. Forgot what that was called. And science, we're doing oceans. But look, I need to show you something. Here is Mr. Minty. Look at this guy going. Look at Mrs. Mixit. And more importantly, I counted. I know I'm trying to get it in my little stream here. There are 20 new leaves on this stem. Can you guys see that? They are all popping up like crazy. And this guy I measured is 19 inches long. Can you believe it? And he smells good. Doing really well. Our other two are still doing well, but I couldn't carry it in the other room. I'll show them tomorrow. And that's all I have. That's all I have.
So Sophia asked if live lessons are mandatory, and the answer is yes. Unless you have, we get a note from your parents that you can't come, then we're going to be, constantly contacting your parents that you're not showing up to class. So.
Yes. Right. And you don't want that. Not around the holidays. You do not want to be in trouble, especially when we're remote. Mm-hmm. That's no fun. You can't run or hide.
Just pretend like you're in school every day, Monday through Friday. You're in school. You have to show up to class. What would you normally do? You would show up to class and you would get taught by your teacher and then do your work and then go to your next class and then go home. It's just like that. Just not. Exactly. We're just a little less in person. So that's all I have, I think, Ms. McGuff. That's all you have. Should we let them go and have a little...
we need Miss Curry to say...
Oh, yeah.
To have her...
I was going to say the exact same thing that you guys started touching on, too, about how you have to come to the meetings, guys. You have to come to them, and you really need a participant. The biggest thing that I'm noticing is those who are not coming to the meetings, you're getting all the work wrong. Mm-hmm. You're getting it just completely incorrect, and your scores are going to be so low. How are you going to grow from a beginning if you're getting everything wrong and you're not coming to the live meetings? Mm-hmm. You're going to stay at a beginning. And then if you are at a beginning, you're not redoing anything, so you're not learning anything that a fifth grader should learn. So even though we are at home, you have to stay on top of it, and you have to make sure that you're treating this just like Mrs. Arrett said. You're treating this like school. You're treating this like you would if you were in the classroom. So don't fall off the wagon now that we're staying home for a month. Don't feel that, school doesn't matter now. It still does. Because imagine how you're going to feel when you come back, whenever we do, whether it's January, February, March, whenever it is. Imagine how you're going to feel if you didn't do any of this work, or you did the bare minimum and you weren't really learning any of this. You're going to be lost. You're going to be very confused, very lost if you skip out on this time. Mm-hmm. So don't do it, because you're only going to hurt yourself. Okay?
A couple people asked about Wednesday too. Wednesdays are not mandatory. Mrs. McGuff has math help, it's beneficial if you go. My ELA is office hours, meaning if you have questions about assignments that we're working on or concepts that we're working on, or you're struggling with something and you need help, that's the time you can come to me and I can work with you, usually one-on-one. Okay, a couple of you came last week and I was able to work with you, right? If you don't need or you're not missing anything for ELA, then you don't need to come. Or if you're all caught up and you don't have any questions, you don't need to come. But math is review work, right? Or looking ahead, Mrs. McGuff?
Right. And for the last couple weeks, people have stayed on with me for over an hour on Wednesday. And we do all review problems in your math journal. And I know the same people come every single week, but raise your hand if you think it's helpful. If you come to math club, is it help? It's helpful. It is very helpful. We do a lot of different skills, and then you get some of your work done for the next week. We have a full house, right, Mrs. Mixit? We have a full house.
But it's mostly the girls. Just saying.
So we did have our gentleman this week, and we said, okay, we can take a break now. If you want to leave, you can leave. And all my dudes just jumped right off.
That makes sense. That makes sense as to why during actual math class, that the girls are the one participating the whole time.
Yeah, my boys, I must admit, they did make an effort, and they are coming. Some of my friends come every time, but as soon as they see that little window open, they go right on out. But that's okay. You came. It's better than not coming. It's definitely better than not coming. So that's math on Wednesday. All right.
Yay, so. All right, well, should we say our goodbyes? And my class, if you are done, you can go. I would go on and check Schoology to make sure for ELA and health that you have everything submitted. And you can work on that while Mrs. McGuff has her class for math and science. Mason?
This isn't really a question, but I want to wait till the end of the meeting. Can I show you our printed RMN helmet that we did?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Hey, Emery. Hey, I can see you right on my screen. All right. If you don't have questions and you're in my homeroom, you are free to go, and we will see you later. Okay. Oh my God, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go.
I love that.
So, Ms. Watson.
I have a question. Behind you, what was that kind of statue thing? It's more to the side and behind you.
A statue.
It's kind of like a statue. I don't really know what it was. I saw it at first. If you move it, you're
That one?
that way. Yeah.
Now, that one?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? He's our Tecumseh, and he was a prominent Native American. It's one of those big Native American statues, I know.
That's awesome.
It's
Hey, why don't you fix our ELA lesson?